We're back with another episode, and before we get started with today's message, I want to encourage you to go over to my YouTube page and subscribe to the page. Show me some love. Leave a comment on some of the other videos that you may not have seen. I think I've got about maybe 20 now, 21. And so it ranges from relationships, happiness, self-love, and self-development. So I touch on a wide array of topics, but like I said, before you get started on watching this video, hop over on YouTube and subscribe to this page. It's been a few months now that I've been putting these videos out, and there are some people that watch them, and I'm forever grateful for those people that continue to watch these videos and continue to support my efforts in putting these videos out. It doesn't take a whole lot of time, but what it does is it takes an aspect of myself to open up to you guys. Like I mentioned before, these videos are to help you, to encourage you, to motivate you, but to get you to think a little bit deeper than maybe you're used to. And if you're close to me, you will find that I'm always challenging people to think deeper. Sometimes it's subconsciously. I encourage people to think deeper on some topics that they may not be used to thinking deep about. So today's topic is something that I find that a lot of people do and don't do, and it took me a little while to learn this as well. But I'm a big believer in stop waiting for other people to make you happy. And what do I mean by this? We've all been in the situation where our thoughts are, well, if I get this new job, I'll be happy. If I find the right boyfriend or girlfriend, I'll be happy. If I find the right friend, I'll be happy. If I have a lot of money in my bank account, I'll be happy. But the more and more you look for external factors to make you happy, the more unhappy you become. So something I do is I have gratitude note cards. So these gratitude note cards, every night I'll write down 4 or 5 things that I'm grateful for. It could be, a friend that got a new job, a friend that was successful with a program that he or she started, a family member that made something significant happen or has been praying for something and it finally came to light. I'm always grateful for those things, even if it doesn't have anything to do with me. The things that I'm grateful for are typically for those people around me that are close to me. And what I continue to find is the more and more I'm grateful for those around me, the happier I become. So again, usually it's 4 or 5 things that I'm grateful for. And at the bottom of that note card, I put down one thing that I'm working towards. It could be something as far as fixing a flaw within myself. It could be a career idea that I'm wanting to attain. It could be a financial idea that I'm trying to attain. Now, I think in past videos, I've mentioned something about I have a financial goal for 2019. And I do, but that's not what's going to make me happy. The reason why I have a financial goal is so I can invest that money, or I can use that money to help other people. So the money let me give you an example. I've had many years of experience with finding what makes me happy or trying to figure out external things that make me happy. It went from money to a career to a significant, and what I found out is what makes you happy has to come from within. Now, the thing that you have to be careful of, I know I have the gratitude cards, but the thing that you have to be careful of is sometimes you can be too grateful And I never really thought of it that this how I'm going to explain it, but you can be too grateful. And so what I mean by that, you can be so grateful about the things around your life that you start to become content with the things in your life, and that's not something that you want. You can still be grateful and still be working towards something else. So when it comes to being grateful or showing gratitude, you have to be aware that you can't be too grateful or show too much gratitude, because one, people can take advantage of that. And then secondly, it's very easy to become content if you're too grateful. So something that I encourage people to do, and this is a goal that I have in 2019, is give more of your time. Go out and volunteer, whether it be at the Boys and Girls Club, the Humane Society. There's so many different organizations that you can give your time up for, instead of sitting in the house on the weekend watching 12 episodes of the House of Cards. That typically doesn't make people happy. So I encourage you to go out, starting in 2019, dedicate some of your time, and you will be amazed at how happy you'll become. Spend some time at a homeless shelter. You'll be amazed at the stories you hear and how great it's funny how a lot of times you'll see videos or you'll run across maybe homeless people and how grateful many of them are. And then you start to think, is like, how are some of these homeless people happy and grateful? Because they don't value materialistic things that many of us have, or many of us do. They don't value money. Most. I guess I can't speak for, somebody that's homeless and what they value, but I would probably bet that they're not valuing money. They're not valuing materialistic things. They're looking within. You have to look within to become happier. If you wait for, well, I'll be happy when I hit the lottery. I'll be happy when I get this new job. I'll be happy when I date this particular guy or this specific girl. It'll never happen. You'll never be as happy as you could be. We can't depend on other people to make us happy. We have to find happiness within ourselves and then spread that. I think I've mentioned before of how the brain perceives gratitude, how it perceives us going out and giving people some of our time, how it perceives, how our brains perceive helping other people. It's a wonderful thing that happens. And like I said, many of these ideas and topics that I talk about, I've gone through myself. I've gone through, I'll wait and I'll be happy when I get a new job. I'll be happy when I date the specific girl. I'll be happy when the list goes on. And that's the thing. The list continues to go on and on and on and on because it's a never-ending cycle. It's the same thing you see with, people that try to keep up with the Joneses every year. They get it, the next door neighbor gets a new truck. So what happens? The other neighbor gets a new truck. The next door neighbor gets some lawn maintenance done to their yard. What's the other neighbor do? Gets lawn maintenance done to their yard. So it's a never-ending cycle of trying to keep up with each other. And that's just, to me, it's just very insignificant to the grand scheme of what life is about. It's finding happiness. That's something that I'm always working towards. What makes me happy? I had a conversation with my mom last night, and she had mentioned something, and I told her, that's not what's going to make me happy, Mom. I need to find something that ignites me inside. That's what makes me happy. These videos, I get a lot of excitement and enjoyment out of making these videos because I know I'm putting content out into the world that could potentially help somebody. So again, stop waiting for other people to make you happy. So many of us spend all of our time looking outward instead of looking inward. Until you start looking inward, you'll find that trying to find external things to make you happy, it's always going to be a dead-end road. You've got to make yourself happy first before you can make others happy around you. So if you found this video of value, please share it with somebody. Share it with somebody. I know you may know somebody that struggles finding happiness. Share this video with them. This might be a message that they might like to hear. Leave me a comment below. Tag me in it. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you disagree. Let me know if you agree. So, again, do not wait for other people to make you happy or other things to make you happy. Find it within. So until next time, thank you, and we'll talk soon.